South Korea says the agreement between Seoul and Tokyo over compensation for so-called comfort women failed to consider their needs. These were women forced by Japan into sexual slavery before and during World War II.
특히 피해자 중심 접근이라는
I apologize for hurting the hearts of the victims, their families, civil society that support them, and all other people because the agreement failed to sufficiently reflect a victim-oriented approach, which is the universal standard in resolving human rights issues.
A South Korean task force led by Kang spent 5 months investigating the deal signed between Japan's Prime Minister, Shinzo Abe, and former South Korean President Park Geun-hye. Park is currently on trial for alleged corruption. Under the 2015 deal, Tokyo agreed to pay out nearly $9 million to a foundation assisting survivors. The agreement also included an apology for wartime atrocities by Japan.
The agreement resolving the issue of comfort women was finally and irreversibly confirmed between the two countries of Japan and South Korea. It is highly appreciated by the international society. It is extremely important that this agreement be steadily implemented.
Critics say the apology was insincere and had been orchestrated without the consent or even knowledge of the women involved. The task force investigation echoed those sentiments in its 31-page conclusion issued on Wednesday. It notes, quote, the deal was reached through give-and-take negotiations, like an ordinary diplomatic agenda. Earlier this year, Tokyo recalled its ambassador from South Korea after statues of comfort women were placed outside of its embassy in Seoul. Early next year, South Korean President Moon Jae-in will have to decide whether to tear up the agreement. It's expected he may wait until after an Abe visit around the Winter Olympics in February to make an announcement. Renewed tensions over the issue of comfort women could become an obstacle to closer cooperation for Seoul and Tokyo in dealing with nearby Pyongyang's nuclear and missile programs. Washington is counting on both capitals to help in its efforts to contain the threat coming from DPRK leader Kim Jong-un. The U.S. will need both parties at the table talking to each other if it has any hopes of doing just that. Roe Rettenberg, CGTN in Washington.